Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Star Wars Rogue One Adaptation, issue number 2. Apparently there's going to be about 3 of them. First off, I want to state, may the 4th be with you. That's right, guys, Star Wars Day. That's why I had to get this one out really early, even though it's probably not the biggest one on your list. Regardless, this was, if you remember the last issue that I did, issue number 1, I said that there were a bunch of little things in here that were not actually in the movie itself, so it'll give you a better understanding. Here, not quite as many, and this takes you all the way up until she gets Jyn gets the message from her father, the holo message saying where he actually is and where they've got to go and all that good stuff. So this is right before the launch, the fire command is given to destroy Jeddah City. So just to give you an idea. So anyway, we do have a couple of cool little scenes in here. First off, some of the scenes don't exactly work the way they should. Most specifically, that battle on Jeddah, where they're trying to get away and they go to meet Saw Gerrera, it didn't come off nearly as well as it did in the actual movie. And it's just, I don't know, that some of the dialogue that was in there, like K2SO actually bringing them in, oh, they're prisoners? Yes, they're prisoners. And, that stuff, it just didn't work on paper or in comics the way that it worked in the movie. And it's just, whatever, it is what it is. Also, a couple of fairly key dialogue scenes missing. Whatever, we saw the movie. I guess they're just trying to get us from point A to point B, or in this case, point B to point C, because it's issue 2. One of the things that I did see that was actually pretty cool in here was that you got to see what that monster was, the Borgulais. So we got to see the scenes inside of his mind. We got to see some of the memories being extracted. And some of those transitions actually in many ways worked better than what were in the movie. Like that transition where it went from what was being extracted from his mind. We still didn't get to see how Saw Gerrera got to see what was there or anything like that. And that's what I was really hoping I was going to see in this issue. Maybe the Borgulais was just supposed to give a warning if there was some danger or something like that. Honestly, I don't know. They didn't give the indication, and I hope that they can try and rectify this briefly in the next issue. But if they don't, it's a seriously majorly lost opportunity, and I'm really sad that they didn't just boom do that. I mean, like, did he just talk out loud or what? I don't know, and it's a shame. That was a big deal. Anyway, one of the scenes that I thought that was absolutely amazing here was an Easter egg where you got to see that Saw Gerrera was talking to Bail Organa, and in the same room, that little meeting room, I guess this is where they were about to finally do their major split. In the room, Jyn was there, and also was similar age, a young Princess Leia Organa, and that right there was just such a, especially considering, the loss of Carrie Fisher lately, that was just one of those things where it's like, okay, maybe they were 8 years old, maybe they were, it was before Jyn was 16 years old, because that's when she was abandoned in that bunker, if you remember back then. She was given a knife and a loaded blaster pistol and just abandoned. So it was before she was 16. So right there, that's cool that these two incredible female role models actually got to meet each other at one point. Maybe they, exchange a toy or whatever. But either way, to me, that was probably the coolest part of this entire comic. But yeah, just quick shout out. Writer Jody Hauser, artists Emilio Leso and Oscar Bazaldua. Sorry guys, my bad. If you're looking at this, my bad for destroying your names. Also, honestly, again, I don't usually do this, even though I just got finished doing this in a recent comic, Bane Conquest #1. I'm going to call out the colorist, Rochelle Rosenberg. I think that's the proper pronunciation of her first name. Really good transition of colors in here. It's not like the best you're ever going to see, but for the line work that she was working with, this was really good. I genuinely enjoyed the way that she actually did a lot of her own shadowing, you can tell. And it was really good. Guys, I'm going to give this comic in and of itself a B-. This was a lot of fun to read. It's good to see a couple little, again, that Easter egg alone is just boom. It's just, blow your mind. It was just great and heartwarming to see that. The comic itself, it didn't give as much backstory as I was really hoping it was going to get, the backstory that it really gave itself the opportunity to do, but it just didn't take advantage of it. Still, I actually only thought there was going to be 2 issues of this. There may be a third one. Yeah, it looks like actually there will be, but whatever. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed.